Okay, we want to show you things on the Fiat 600 that we won't be able to explain or really take good pictures of to let you know how things work on it. But it's a 1958 Fiat 600. It was actually, the engine is 750 cc, so the motor has actually been swapped from a Fiat 750 into this. It's a little bit more power, and on the car, all four wheels, you got 13-inch Italian Mille Miglia wheels. These are magnesium. Apparently they're really hard to come across. If you can send us a message of you found maybe some nice original replacements, let us know, because we can't find any new ones. But otherwise the tires are fresh. This whole car has been restored. The whole paint is fantastic. The doors, actually these mirrors were originally here, but our customer, when he was restoring the car, he preferred to have them here, so he filled in the holes and actually had them swapped into here. These actually are Italian. Apparently, don't quote me on everything, but when this car was imported to the United States a couple years later, they actually had the blinkers below the headlights. So these are apparently European style. This is how the car came to our customer, with all the lights the way it is. This is how the car came. You have the engine compartment is accessible with no interior opening. It just has this lever here, and it's a 4-cylinder 750 cc Fiat engine. It's water cooled. The only two identification plates on the car are back here, and I have close-up pictures of those too, but these are the only two identification numbers you have on the car. There is no strap or strut to hold the hood or the trunk open, so you better have a rag to put on here and just carefully just lay it against the glass. That's basically how it sits, just so you know. Let's go in here. A couple things that I guess you won't be able, you have these are the vents for the heater. That's basically open vent, closed vent. If you have a cell phone, then we have the little external cigarette power here to plug in a USB. Now you have the Italian cigarette holder right here.
They have to smoke.
Here you have the original sun visors. There's really not much to the car inside. It's really just a steering wheel, a horn, a speedometer, fuel gauge, water level. There's no fabric on the headliner. This is how it came, but if somebody wanted to, if you wanted to put a headliner fabric in here, I would suggest maybe similar like what's on the doors and the seats. These seats are not original what came with this car. These are out of another Fiat. They're bigger. The original seats that came with the car were much smaller, if you can imagine that. You can fold the seat straight up, and back here, actually, this is to engage the heater. There is actually a little door that is in front of the radiator underneath the car, and this lever basically opens and closes that little door to let the hot air through the car. And if you want to have some more luggage, you can also pour this back seat down, and now you have a little bit more storage if you want to put some luggage back here. There's no lever, it just kind of pops open. And same thing, just close, that's it. Latch is closed. I'll show you the hood.
Trunk.
The trunk. So you just push this in to unlock the latch. This actually has a little strut to keep it open. This is the fuel tank here. Spare wheel. The battery is underneath this box, and it also has a kill switch installed if you want to just shut it off when you have it stored. This is for the brake fluid, and this is the little tool compartment with the jack, the lug nut wrench. And to close this, you just lift up a little bit and pull this spring lever away. The windshield wipers, they're vacuum operated.
No motor?
There is, I'll show you how to start this car up. Come on the other side.
Okay.
So there really is not much to this car, but it's a lot of trick to start it. So that's what we're gonna do. So what you want to do is turn the key on position 2. This is the levers you need to know about. This right side lever is for the choke. This left side lever is to start it. So to start it, we are just gonna make sure it's a neutral, and to this, I'm just gonna hold it up. The car is already warm, but if it was cold, then I would want to, the right side, the choke, I would want to pull that up and just put it down once it's warmed up, which it is now. Another thing about this car is that it has a finger lever for the gas pedal. Perhaps this is old style cruise control, or just make it easier when you're warming up the car. You can just with your finger pull up. And also here you have the light. This is a working light for the mirror, and for the lights, this is the light switch here. Turn it on. The windshield wipers here. This is the headlights. Low beam, high beam.
So,
We have lots and lots of pictures, so feel
shop
free to
manual.
I'll show you pictures of the shop manuals we have for this car. Lots of manuals in order to keep up with this car for your mechanic or yourself if you want to restore it further, or just keep it alive as long as you can. And yeah, that's it for the Fiat.